When it comes to the Broadway Plan, the amazing author Jane Jacobs actually predicted its problems back in 1961 in her epic book, The Death and Life of Great American Cities. Jacobs said, and I quote, "Cities have the capability of providing something for everybody only because and only when they are created by everybody." The Broadway Plan was decidedly not created by everybody. A Broadway plan where hundreds of public speakers raised their concerns night after night was clearly not created by everybody. A Broadway plan where thousands of renters fear losing their affordable rent-controlled homes throughout the Broadway corridor to dem evictions is not providing something for everybody. A Broadway plan where real estate companies are already buying up low-rise housing buildings and replacing them with giant 20 to 40 stories is definitely not created by everybody, nor will it benefit everybody, certainly not displaced renters. In short, the Broadway plan is not ready for approval because it was not created by everybody. The Broadway plan is already escalating property prices, apartments listed for sale, and advertisements from commercial agents who specialize in monetizing the Broadway plan for property owners. Land inflation will be the inevitable outcome, with higher rents and higher home prices. To be clear, the Broadway subway will create more density and growth, but as one saying goes, change is inevitable, progress is optional. Progress is what a well-thought-out plan should bring, as Jacobs wrote. But this plan is not progress, definitely not. The most dramatic and ever proposed for Vancouver should only come from an incoming mayor and council with a Democratic mandate in the October election, not an outgoing mayor and council with a handful of council meetings left. Trust and legitimacy are at issue. The Broadway plan's sidelines extensive Mount Pleasant, Fairview Slopes, and Kitsilano community plans developed over decades by staff with countless volunteer resident hours. Those four neighborhoods together provide nearly 20,000 rental units, 25% of the entire city's inventory, much of it affordable and rent-controlled. Even if relocation return policies are upheld, questionable, people's lives will still be uprooted, newer homes smaller, and most rents the same or higher. And it's very likely that most people won't return due to the expense and upheaval. The Broadway plan embraces the false narrative that affordable housing crisis will be solved by huge density and building height increases over 500 blocks, but stubbornly ignores a critical cause of our housing unaffordability crisis, that land speculators, investors, and property flippers are skewing real estate property values. In reality, the Broadway plan is their dream scenario because they would profit from ever-increasing land values triggered by major densification north and south of Broadway. The Broadway plan also encourages development completely contrary to our greenest city and sustainability thinking because cement towers and greenhouse gases are contrary to Vancouver's branding. Yes, the Broadway subway will increase density, especially around station areas, but there are real alternatives to add gentle density and to address many of the important issues for planning livable, affordable, and sustainable communities. The Broadway plan promotes a false narrative of lack of supply without reflecting what is currently in the pipeline and what the public needs, especially around affordability. Population growth, job growth, and economic development are aspirational targets as opposed to evidence-based projections. Furthermore, there is a lack of planning for even the basics of community amenities, schools, community centers, senior centers, libraries, green space and parks, arts and culture, ground-oriented density for families, obstruction of public views. To conclude, the Broadway plan would see thousands of renters in affordable rent control housing dem-evicted, would dramatically increase both rents and housing prices, would be a huge gift to land speculators, would badly hurt Vancouver's livability and cherished neighborhoods, and would violate greenest city principles. And most importantly, the Broadway plan does not have a mandate from its citizens, who should have ultimately had the say in the October election. And that's why I'm voting a hard no to the Broadway plan.